Hello, Kelly. This is Georgianne, and I am so excited that we finally have a woman in the senator's seat, the U.S. senator's seat, and you are in D.C. Congratulations! Congratulations! And I'm very happy to hear that you're a businesswoman, and you and your husband have this affiliation with this $50 billion exchange that includes the New York Stock Exchange, and y'all are big campaign donors to people I love like Mitt Romney, and y'all gave more than $1 million to his presidential PAC for supporting him. That's good. I appreciate that because he's a good man. And but Kelly, today I've actually already called your office. I got the phone number right here, and Senator Kelly, 202-224-3643, because I want you to remove Donald Trump, and that's how this impeachment should end. Because whether you are acknowledging it or not, he's not doing things that are good for America. It appears that he's working for Russia. And this Ukraine issue is kind of the tip of the iceberg. Now, you didn't want to have witnesses, and I don't really understand that. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. But if you don't hear the witnesses, you're not going to know what's true. And if you're believing Donald Trump, well, you and Melania, just ask Stormy how he's doing. There's so many lies that he's been telling, and it's almost ridiculous to pretend that you don't know their lies. And it's not just his sexual things going on with the Jeffrey Epstein stuff, and it's what he's doing to our nation right now on behalf of the Russians. And yes, he is working for the Russians. And you say he's not? Well, look at his taxes. Oh, you can't see him yet? Well, I mean, Kelly, I don't want to lecture you, honey, but when I did see this tweet that you got up to D.C. and you did this tweet to Mitt, after 2 weeks, it's clear that the Democrats have no case for impeachment. Sadly, my colleague Mitt Romney wants to appease the left by calling witnesses. Well, who will slander the real Donald Trump? Which real Donald Trump? The one that the Trump U students saw, or the one that the charities he was supposed to help saw, or the one that Stormy Daniels was sleeping with? Which one's the real one? But during their 15 minutes of fame, come on now, Mitt's been there a long time. You've been there a couple of weeks. And, Philip Bolton's been there a while too. They don't got 15 minutes of fame. They've got a career of trying to work for America, and that should be respected. In fact, I've got, in honor of Mitt, I even got a Mitt Romney chair. Look at this. Isn't this wonderful? I think it is, he looks better than this in person, but I think it's a pretty good likeness, and I love it. It's the chair of honor in our house. And I'm so proud that even though maybe in your tweet you were saying, Mitt, if you don't go my way, I won't give you funding. He stood up to have witnesses. He stood alone. What courage that took. But he's a man of God, and I appreciate that. And you said, oh, the circus is over. Please do not refer to our judicial system. Our law is not a circus. The law should apply to everybody, Kelly. But anyway, that was a little disturbing, and what I think that you don't understand, or maybe you do, the Russians are already here. The Russians have already attacked us. They're already in the cyber attack mode. They were even before the election, and Donald Trump invited that. Remember him saying, Russia, if you're listening, get these emails. He was inviting them to break the law to hurt America. And, when you talk about WikiLeaks, that he loves WikiLeaks and all of this stuff that's been happening to weaken our nation. A wall that the Mexicans, by the way, are not paying for. He's taking money from the Pentagon. You might have noticed at the State of the Union, the military didn't look too happy. When you're taking money from our soldiers, from our defense, and putting it at a wall's great if you're fighting a war in the 12th century. But if you're dealing with cyber attacks that can cripple us in 15 minutes by hitting the electrical grid, or a little drone that can go drop itself on a nuclear power plant and not make people feel too good, we're dealing with a warfare of a different century. Biowarfare. We don't know if this coronavirus was started in a lab or started naturally, but we do know that enemies have biowarfare, and we're not prepared for it. But I'm a little bit prepared for it. I've got my masks. Even before the coronavirus, I got my mask because I know this is the way it is. Now, you might want to get the kind that is the N95 that fits snugly around your face. Those little flimsy things, they don't do the thing. I've also got my gloves, my rubber gloves, my latex gloves rather. My disinfectant. I've got my non-perishable food goods, and where's my Oreos? You know, they're so delicious. But anyway, you know, I'm not saying, if I need to drink my collectible beer with the Georgia brand on it, well, I just might in a hurry if I'm in emergency, but never, anyway. But what I did want to say is do be prepared for things, because we are under attack. In fact, just the other week, a Russian spy ship was in Georgia waters. I don't know if you saw that. They're already here, coming around our naval bases, coming around our power plants, the nuclear ones. You know, they know a lot more about us. Even before the election, they were posing as Georgians on Facebooks, and they were saying, oh, I love Coca-Cola over Pepsi, and oh, I like this rap artist from Atlanta so much. You know, they know what they're doing, Kelly, and they got Trump by his tiny little hands controlling him to do things that weaken America. And the easiest thing we could do is say, step down, let him retire, let him claim insanity, anything. We got to get our country back. We got to be safe. And anyway, so please vote to remove Donald Trump. If you need to know one Georgian who says do it, that's me. I called you today, and I urge all of my other friends who know what's going on, go ahead, call Kelly, 202-224-3643. That's it. You need it in a mirror like that? Okay, call Kelly and tell her, get rid of this danger to our country right now. And let's get back with some truth and honesty, and the truth shall set you free. And I'm so happy that Mitt Romney, like I said, I have a lot of respect for him. Now, he'd be a good president. I agree with you the first time. He'd be a good president. Now, but anyway, I'm not gonna talk too much. I did want to leave you with a little song I wrote. I thought you might enjoy. To an old-fashioned tune. Oh, just what makes that silly old Mitt think he can move that orange piece of? Oh, that's not that one. No. Okay. Oh, Kelly Loeffler went to D.C. with a reputation for having lots of currency to make campaign donations. And then she called out Mitt Romney and acted like a hater because she still didn't know that Trump is just a traitor. Oh, Kelly Loeffler, you will see Trump should have just retired. Instead, he had to be impeached. And now we say he's fired. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you realize that you need to get prepared, Kelly. Get your mask, get your gloves, get some non-perishable foods, and if you're with the kids in your shelter space and you need to entertain them, you can sometimes use, if you have extra gloves, go like this. Anyway, I hope you enjoy DC, Kelly. Oh, and by the way, do you know what MAGA really means? M-A-G-A? That's Russian for Make America Go Away. Vote that idiot out. Thanks so much. Love you, Georgianne. Here.